Hey man, let's talk about flipping the power dynamic. Not by pretending, not by manipulating, not by playing games, but by stepping into a version of yourself that women naturally respect, chase, and crave. Because power in a relationship isn't about control, it's about presence. And the truth is, the guy who owns the room without needing attention, owns her attention without even trying. If you've ever felt like she had the upper hand, like you were doing all the chasing, all the calling, all the explaining, this one's for you. Part 1. The power dynamic is felt, not spoken. You don't say, I'm in control now. You become the man who doesn't need her approval to feel good about himself. That's where the shift begins. When she senses you're no longer waiting on her text, no longer emotionally reacting to her silence, no longer trying to decode her moods, she feels it. And that feeling flips the dynamic. It's not about being cold, it's about being centered. Part 2. Stop chasing, start leading. The guy who always initiates, always plans, always checks in. He's not being romantic, he's being predictable, and predictable gets ignored. When you start leading instead of chasing, you're not asking, what are we? You're defining your own standards and letting her rise to meet them. Power isn't controlling her, it's controlling yourself. That's where it flips. Part 3. Emotional detachment is power. She pulls away, you stay grounded. She tests you, you don't react. She flakes, you move on without explanation. Every time you detach emotionally, without bitterness or anger, you're telling her, you don't control my world. That kind of quiet strength, it's addictive. It makes her question her value in your life. And that's when the dynamic begins to shift. Part 4. Mystery creates gravity. When she doesn't know what you're thinking, when she wonders where your mind is, you own the psychological space between you. Don't overshare. Don't explain every mood. Let her lean in. Let her ask the questions. Let her feel the uncertainty. Mystery builds attraction like fire needs oxygen. It grows in space. Part 5. Standards without emotion. A high-value man doesn't need to raise his voice or prove his worth. He sets standards calmly, clearly, and consistently. You don't tolerate disrespect. You don't entertain chaos. And you don't explain yourself for being unavailable to someone who doesn't respect your time. That boundary, it flips everything. Part 6. The energy shift. She feels instantly. She feels it the moment your attention becomes a privilege, not a guarantee. She feels it when your presence becomes rare. She feels it when your silence carries more weight than your words ever did. That's when the power dynamic flips, because she knows she no longer controls the rhythm. Part 7. Final mindset. Power isn't loud, it's unshakable. You don't need to shout to be heard. You don't need to chase to be chosen. You don't need to play games to win her interest. You just need to stop giving your power away. Hold your frame. Respect your own time. Speak less. Observe more. And let your absence say what your presence used to scream. That's how you flip the power dynamic for good. If this hit home, man, it's time to move differently. Stop over-explaining, start leading, and become the man who doesn't need the power because he already owns it. Subscribe for more if you're done playing the game and ready to be the prize.